Alrighty guys, welcome back to another one. In today's video we're doing something very oxymoronic. Is the right word, maybe?
Penetration test on an S10.
Oh wow.
I'm joking.
He took my arm and moved it, and you guys see anything different over there? Let us know. Anyway, yeah, 10 gauge mini buckshot. These are in 2-inch shells. Now, 10 gauge mini buckshot, that sounds ridiculous, right? Well, it may be. We are the shotgun scientists. We have to test everything. Again, these are in a 2-inch hull. They are cut down Federals from, hulls that have split on us and whatnot. They all have 22 grains of tight group, cut down TPS wads. They are four pedal, full cut. Having trouble getting my words out. And then they have a 28 gauge nitro card in the bottom of the wad. And this one happens to be 17 pellets of 4-buck. They have mixed number 47 buffer and a roll crimp. And that's all they are. Very simple. Some of these hulls, as you guys can see right there, are a little bit squished, but that's okay. That's why they are mini shells now. And they all have Winchester 209s. Or Shadats. Either way, we'll be testing these at 10 yards. Out of... What gun should we use? Cylinder bore or the extra full?
It don't matter.
Alright, well.
I heard extra full in the back.
Alright, the extra full has a red dot on it now.
Yeah.
Well, that's my 23-inch turkey barrel, but... we could use the cylinder bore too for a couple, maybe. I don't know. Let's get into it.
There's 3 10 gauges on this table, guys, and only 2 of them are actually 10s.
If you guys know what he means by that, leave it in the comments, because there are 3 10 gauges on this table, but only 2 are actually 10 gauges.
Are you ready? Alright guys, welcome back to another one. Today we're at the dangerous distance of 10 to 15 yards. Well, dangerous if they're not supposed to be in your house, that is.
10 yards, yeah.
We've got a 2-inch mini shell for the 10 gauge. It's loaded with 17 pellets of number 4-buck. Let's see how this thing does. Now this first shot might be a little erratic. We just put this dot on here, so this is kind of doubling for 2 things.
Yeah.
At this distance, I'm not worried to not hit the paper. So I should get a pattern, and then I can put that in the center of the group of the pattern. 2 birds with 1 stone.
There's a point of aim.
There's a good chance.
There's a little point of aim there near center.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Well, it's a little bit high and a little bit right.
It's like that far to... Actually...
Yeah. I can see it's a little bit right.
Still needs to we can bring it over and up a little bit, and the wad strike done what I was hoping it would do.
That's really tight.
Yeah, that's nice.
And that wad blew a hole through the paper just like I thought. Oh, he's downrange now. He just walked over, but we'll make sure he's gone next shot we take.
That's nice.
Yep.
Let's get this thing adjusted.
All right. You adjust it, and I'll have a look at the pattern real quick.
Alrighty.
The Allen key should be somewhere in there.
I'm hoping this one doubles over and works the same on it.
That choke is a 720 extended, not a flush mount, but there's the pattern. All 17 pellets are obviously there. And that was about a 7/8 ounce load with the buffer. But we have a pattern size of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4.5, 5. It's right on the line. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's call it a 4.5 by 5. That's a really good start with 4-buck. And the wad punched through the paper right here. Well, I'm satisfied with that. That is a really good start. Josh will get the red dot lined up. Right here was a point of aim. A little bit high, a little bit right. But we'll get it.
You'll hold over here and we'll compare a couple at a time.
Sure, we can do that. Here's the hull. It looks just fine. The primer is still very round. And again, that was 22 grains of tight group and a TPS wad cut down to fit a 2-inch shell. With a roll crimp, that's all it is. Very simple. So, this one, exactly the same. 22 tight group, Winchester 209, 2-inch Federal hull, a TPS wad, 30. This one has a 32 gauge nitro card, 8 pellets, a 31 cal, and original buffer. That's all it is. Roll crimp. Nitro card has an overshot. You ready?
Yeah.
Centered up. Oh no, I said that bad word.
What? Oh.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave it in and see if it, gets us
Science.
demonetized. This one looks beautiful. That's another really good pattern. Looks to be roughly the same size, just far fewer pellets. 9.
From the looks of this, we're going to get a couple patterns on this before we hit the patch anything.
It's true,
Sorry about
yeah.
the sun blinding it, guys. I'm trying to get her to focus for you.
You want to try that?
Yeah, we're going
Just
to.
get all of them on the paper and compare them all? Yeah, okay.
Looks good to me there, guys. We'll be back here in a moment.
Alrighty, you're rolling. What you got?
Chrono.
Chrono? Okay, we can
That's
do
what
that.
it said.
Loud noise. Maybe.
That's alright, I'll do this one. We'll do that one last.
Okay.
Up
I'm
next,
curious.
I have 6 pellets of double lot buck. How's that one loaded? 'Cause that's all it says.
All the same.
All the same, there you go. Ain't nothing complicated about these ones, folks.
This is 3/4 ounces with buffer. Now that one actually opened up slightly.
Slightly.
Not much. Not much bigger though.
If you notice, that wasn't in the slate. I didn't take the time to adjust it.
Those are all in a circle too.
Yeah. Oh, it still hit where I wanted. I mean, it ain't hard at this distance, but.
Alright, well, I'll take mine now. My next one.
Yeah, I'll put you a point of aim.
These are fun.
Yeah, it is.
That haul looks perfect. I dropped it, of course. I think that was it. Obviously not going to close the gun up or nothing while he's down there. We may be dumb, but we're not unsafe.
Usually.
Usually.
We had to tell some rabbit hunters yesterday walking around here over here on the hillside. I looked up and the old dude was pointing right at his buddy's face walking behind him. I told Ty, I said, I shouldn't say nothing. No, it's not my place.
Neither
Before
one of
they
us.
walked around over there, I hollered and said, hey, Bub, I ain't trying to interrupt you or nothing or bother you, tell you what to do even, but you're getting ready to blow your buddy's head off. He turned around and looked behind him. That old 12 gauge was slapped over his shoulder, pointing right at old dude behind him.
Yeah, it
He was
was.
walking over in that heavy brush.
He's about
Bad.
5 yards behind him.
Yep, it'd have been bad.
All right, this one is 12 pellets of number 2 buck. So again, roughly 3/4 ounces. Get this thing dropped down. There are 2 of these left, so probably run the chrono over these last 2. They're all between 3/4 and 7/8 ounce.
Right.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. That's a really good pattern too.
That's really good. They're all roughly the same size. The double lot opened up maybe an inch up and down.
Gun's clear. I'm going to put another point of aim up.
This haul is beautiful. I'm going to keep these hauls in case we ever want to do this again because this is fun. They're working perfect and they're patterning great. I'll show you this haul. I know we only showed you one so far. You 10 gauge guys out there, these are a lot of fun. Not using much powder, much shot. And I know you guys out there that reload 10 gauge, you have split hulls that need trimmed down. Even maybe your 2 7/8 inch, if you do those, need trimmed down. Well, go ahead and make some mini shells. They're a lot of fun. No recoil, obviously, and they pattern really good.
Should I do 9 pellets of 29 cal or 9 pellets of number 1?
Do the 29 cal.
Gotcha. And that leaves you with this one.
Alrighty. Well, I'll set the chrono up real quick.
As long as I don't shoot the chronograph. Huh. I wonder if that's going to happen.
Nah, it should be good. From my angle down there, the barrel was... I was never in front of the barrel, just so you guys know, but...
It was empty, too.
It looks like it's still angled up high over it.
It's good. If not, y'all get to see something funny happen here.
Yeah, and honestly, we need a new chrono. That one's kind of on the fritz.
It's okay, though. That overbore is so bad. Are you ready?
Yeah. 1476.
It almost got into our other pattern, but it didn't.
It didn't, and that one is in a near vertical string, too.
Yeah, that's weird. We got one of these left. I'll go put him up, point of aim. Oh, that's our third wad strike,
yep.
I guess. Third wad strike.
That one's really tight too. It's just a bit of a vertical string.
Yeah.
So these are running about close to 1,500, which is a lot higher than I expected, honestly, but still, they're shooting great for being such high speed. Maybe drop it down to 19, 20 grains a tight group if you don't want that high velocity, but with a 10 gauge, if you're sacrificing pellet count, payload weight, maybe you want higher velocity.
There you go. I put a stick in that one to for the top pellet to separate it.
Alrighty.
But you're ready. Your new point aim's all the way up over here on the right.
We're going to skip using the cylinder bore gun today because, well, these are doing so well out of the extra full. They ain't really, I don't see a need to do it through the cylinder bore. 9 pellets, number 1 buck. Plus, if you have an old 10 gauge, an older 10 gauge that likely doesn't have a choke, and it's probably fixed full. So, I feel like this is somewhat realistic.
For whoever uses a single shot 10 for home defense.
Yeah, we're not saying use a single shot 10, but if you want to use a 10 for home defense, well, these are pretty good. Well, that one definitely opened up a little bit. The chrono says error because it wasn't over the chrono. This hole looks beautiful too. Alrighty, there are 6 patterns. Let's go look at them. Guns out of the sled, if the camera's still rolling.
It is.
Alright, and after we measure these and stuff, we'll lay down a 3.5 inch. A pretty potent 3.5 inch at that.
Alrighty, guys, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of the last 9 he fired there, I said the other 2 went off the board over here.
Yeah,
that is the worst pattern.
Right there and right there.
Oh, that's not even.
Oh, not them?
That's only 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 2 off the paper. I'd say they're over this way.
Yep.
But that is the worst pattern there. I guess we'll move on to this one here above it if you'd like to measure it out. How many pellets was that one?
I cannot remember. I'll put it up on the screen in editing because I can't remember. 8 pellets a single lot is what that was.
Yeah.
So that is the last pellet.
So there's 8 of 9 in this pattern.
That is 8 inches by 8 by 6. So the 8 pellets of 31 cal is an 8 by 6. This one down here, 9 pellets of that was 30 cal, right?
Yep.
All right.
There's number 1 anyway.
Yeah. That is 12.5 inches by, well,
10, 11, 10.5.
11, 12.5 by 11. That one's the worst one. It's we'd expect that at 40 yards with an extra full choke, not at 10.
But the rest of them get easier to see.
Yeah. If we're wrong about any of these patterns, which ones they was, I'll obviously fix that in editing.
Oh.
But that is 7 by 7. That one's in a circle. That one's really good.
And that one was?
That's 6 pellets, a double lot.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the first one I fired, right?
Yep. Oh, no, I think I fired that one.
Yeah, mine's first.
I can't remember.
Right there. I'm dumb.
It's only been a few minutes. I don't think there's any cuts in this video besides the intro.
There ain't. It's 9 minutes.
All right. Let's see. That one is 5.5 by 6. 5.5 by 6. And I believe this was the... What was that, Josh? I can't remember.
That was the 9 pellets of 29 cal.
Alrighty.
I just put that stick in there to split the pattern.
Yeah.
And pull it out.
That is 5 inches by 5 by 4. And it would be a 5 by like 1 if that pellet wasn't a flyer.
What? That one there, you skipped it. The one right above that one.
Right above that one?
Yeah.
That was the number 4 buck, and it was a 4.5 by 5. Yeah, 5 inches by 4 7/8.
As you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 5 and 6 almost looks like one bad big regular pattern.
Yeah.
But for patterns right there are relatively well. The first two we shot.
They are. I feel like all of them are pretty good except for the last one.
Yeah.
The double aught, it's on the fence of being good and bad. For 10 yards, I guess that's bad from a 10 gauge, but still, it's all definitely all within 8 inches. So, I mean, I'll stand behind it real quick. You guys can be the judge of it. See?
No, that's all in the chest.
Yeah. I hope you can see this well enough. We figured out what's what. The top left is 6 pellets of double aught. The bottom left is 12 pellets of number 2 buck.
Oh, you can see it real well.
Middle center is 17 pellets of 4 buck. Below that is 9 pellets of 29 cal. The high right is 8 pellets of 31 cal, and the bottom right is supposed to be 9 pellets of 30 cal, but we're missing one, so it's only 8.
It's 8 of 9.
Yeah. So, you guys can see them all there, all drawn out. I feel like they're all pretty good, except for the 9 pellets of 30 cal. I don't know what happened with that one. Maybe the wad failed. Not really sure. But if you guys want to put any of these together, I would drop it down to 20 grains of tight group. 1500 FPS is
Little much.
it's a little much for a mini shell, in my opinion. It should be closer to 12. Maybe start at 18, 19, and go up if you want to. But I don't really see the need in it. Although these did pattern really well at that high speed.
I really hope that worked out and helped y'all see that better.
Oh, it does. I can see it crystal clear on camera. It looks nice. All Josh had laying around was an orange Sharpie.
Which,
it don't really stand out too well on white paper.
No. So I guess if I take my glasses off, they're tinted, and I actually look at the camera, you can see it really well, but
Yeah. I didn't expect these to do that good, but they did pretty dang well.
I'll tell you what I'll do for you. We'll
What?
measure them back out again, and I'll write it down, and at the end of the video, we'll put a segment of picture anyways, you can pause it on it, and it'll have the sizes of the groups too.
Make that the thumbnail?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that.
I ought to write 10 gauge minis or something, but that's alright. Getting too far into that.
All right, guys. Josh has every measurement wrote out there. I think you can see them clear as day. I can anyway.
This one's a 8x7. This one's a 5x6. This one's a 4 7/8 by 5. I don't know why it's so specific on that one. This one's a 5x5. This one's a 7x6.5. And this one's a 12x10.
Yep. So
hopefully that helps you all. It didn't take that long to do, honestly. So if it does, I'll try to do this in the future too. But
right, we still have one 3.5 inch to lay down. I think it's 22 pellets of 32 cal.
And it's going right here.
Yep. Put me a point of aim right there. Unless you want to shoot it, it don't matter.
It don't matter to me either, buddy.
I want it.
Grab me a little chunk of mud here. We're all about the organics here.
Oh yeah.
You're good to go, buddy.
Alrighty, guys. This one is 22 pellets of 32 cal single aught buck, 3.5 inch Remington hull. This is a once fired with a Winchester 209, 43 grains of little gun, TPS wad, four pedal full cut, 1/8 inch fiber cushion wad, 22 pellets of 32 cal, and original buffer. This is 2.5 ounces. Let's see what it does.
Should be snappy.
I was going for the basically just left of center, right?
You see the dirt down there?
Yeah, I see it.
By that wad strike. Hey, that works. It's still not in the other ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is tight. I can't believe that.
We're just walking up here, folks.
Guys, that is a tight pattern. What is that, 2 by 2?
1 second, guys. Let me get you set up here. Alrighty, it looks like we have a 1, 2 by 1, 2. That should be easy enough.
I didn't expect that to be that tight.
And that was what?
22 pellets of 32 cal single aught.
22 of 32 cal. And it's roughly a 2 by 2. 2 by too.
And that's just the difference the speeds make. They're still in a TPS wad. That's 1500 FPS versus 1100 FPS.
That's gross.
That's 1200 actually.
If y'all got to stick around, if y'all stuck around to the end of the video, you get to see this. The thumbnail of the video will not have that pattern on it. This is a bonus.
No, that's I can honestly say I didn't expect that to be that tight. I know we're only 10 yards, but still, that is the tightest 10-yard pattern we have ever had.
Probably. That's ridiculous.
I'm impressed.
Me too.
Well, we gotta change this paper anyway, so you want to lay down a turkey load?
So nice. Alrighty, guys, this ain't even a turkey load, alright? This is just 2.5-inch shell loaded with birdshot. This is for the home defense people with birdshot. I don't know, 7 or 8 yards away. You can walk up there and look at that.
That is really tight. It's bigger than the Buckshot was there, but still, a different gun. That's
not a wad strike, friends. That's the wad strike.
Yeah.
That's just matter disappeared.
That is the entire, well, not entire, but 90% of that wad of shot went straight through there with a wad strike above it.
Yeah.
I don't know what size lead that was.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roughly 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'd call that a 4x4, not counting the very, very outside ring. But
what do you think, guys?
I don't know what that was. I don't know what size shot that was.
Looks like 6s.
I know it was in a cut down LBC 50 for a 2-inch or a 2.5-inch shell. That's all I know.
Yeah. It's laying here too somewhere. You're good to go, buddy.
Okay, guys, so this one is a true turkey load. This is actually BPI data right off their website. It is a Shadad Hull, 3.5-inch, obviously, 48 grains of little gun, a TPS wad. I have it cut 4-pedal, 3/4 cut, 1/2 inch of 20 gauge felt, 2.5 ounces of number 6 shot. So, where should I put this? High right. Why not? Mm-hmm. That's another big hole.
Hold on a sec, buddy. Something's still wiggling there. Let me get it.
Something's still wiggling?
Yeah, let me get it.
I see my wad strike. It's on the very top of the paper.
This is a whole crap ton of spent primers, but I've got to hurry here, folks.
I'm glad you grabbed that gun.
It is moving.
Now that's spread.
Oh.
That was, I believe, 17 spent 209 primers.
And that just rained destruction. I figured they're just going to go wing and be stinging ouchies, as Matt calls them. I didn't think they was going to carry energy like that. Good.
28 grains of green dot, TPS wad, and 17 spent primers.
Yep.
I'm glad you grabbed that gun, though.
I'm smarter than that, cylinder boy. I knew better.
That was 10 gauge as well, by the way. That wasn't 12. Well, let's go investigate the damage. We're just having fun now.
Stinging owies from the primers?
Yeah, they're kind of everywhere. Oh, no, you shot down there, didn't you? I thought.
Yeah, I've got one right here.
I was looking in the wrong spot. That's actually pretty good down there.
There's a couple up in here, too, but the majority of them is right here.
Yeah. I was looking in the completely wrong spot.
Look at that.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's out of cylinder
right
bore,
here.
too.
There's, I think, 3 or 4 extra in this pattern, but...
Yeah, there's one right here, too, kind of center paper.
Yeah, they kind of... The pattern's like this.
There's one way down here in the board, too. Okay, it's kind of wide with a really hot core.
Erratic spread.
Well, not it's BPI's. The turkey load is right there. That kind of spread out more than I thought it would, to be honest.
Look at the wad strike.
Yeah.
The secondary wad strike, apparently.
It had a felt wad in it, too, yeah.
That's probably the felt.
They probably separated.
Yeah.
He found the felt. It was a felt wad.
That is the felt, and that's the hard wad there.
Right there. It's in the exact shape of that felt wad, too. There's the TPS.
You can say that is the felt. What do you think, guys? I think my little 2.5-inch haul pattern better. That's the only time the Mossberger 835's outdone the 10 in our testings.
No, not the only time.
Okay, one of the very rare times that it
Yeah,
has. Usually they're right on par with each other, 10 pulling ahead just a little, but
yeah. But my buckshot pattern,
oh yeah, those are amazing.
it's like a quarter size of.
Yeah, well, mine's about. Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, we're just having fun now.
That's all it is.
I
Just
want to lay
playing.
down one more thing on it. I don't know what it is going to be.
15 pellets of double aught. Which, if I was thinking right, I should have changed that choke.
Should have went to the 720 flush mount extra full.
Anyways, beat this pattern, 10 gauge lever.
I can do that.
15 pellets in a 4x4 square.
I can do that.
Okay, let's see it.
That's more like 2.5 by 2.5, but
Anyways, let's see it.
it's just a little bit bigger than the that 110 gauge. I can't remember what it was. 22 pellets, 32 cal.
Yeah, he could probably beat me, guys, but
I couldn't find my 10 gauge for a second.
it's up to you in losing guns.
This is 18 pellets of double aught in a TPS wad. The one he just fired had no wad. Going for the pretty much only blank spot in the paper left. I beat it.
Your flyers, I beat you.
Yeah, I guess I have a 1 or 2 flyers,
Now,
but
granted, guys, out of the 18 pellets, he put 15 of them through the same hole.
I did.
But his flyer screwed him, and I got a better group. Let's go look at this.
Man, the 10 is really carrying its weight today.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's saying something, because they're heavy.
Look at that ugly glob. Holy Jeebus.
There are
They
one.
cut out a
2.
David Starr.
Yep, Josh is right. There's 15 pellets right there in that hole.
16, my bad. 16 and 2 is 18, not 15 and 2. There's 16 pellets in that hole.
No, 15. There's one right here.
That's inside of it still.
I
guess
nah.
not. Okay.
But Josh's is right here.
Yours is still smaller.
Way smaller.
1, 2, 3, 4 by 3. Mine's a 1, 2.5 by. Ha! I did beat you. Get the tape measure out.
Okay.
I didn't beat nothing. He owns both of the guns in particular here.
The 835 is pretty much yours. You know what? You can have it.
Uh-huh.
It's your gun now.
Heck yeah.
It lives here anyway.
I know it.
Is that on the...
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, that is a...
Okay, slide it a little bit. It slid. The other way. A little farther. The other way.
Oh.
Right there. Oh.
Alright. 3, roughly?
Yeah, that's like dead on 3.
By
2
2.5.
5/8.
2 7/8. Yeah, 2 7/8.
7/8, my bad.
3 by 2 7/8. And Josh's is a... it's right on 3 again. Up here.
Yep.
Is it lined up?
Yeah.
3 by 3. They're almost overall the exact same size. I just have...
I like his a lot better.
Yeah. I just have a hole right here with 3 outside of it. That's what hurt me.
Okay, now seeing all them random holes punched through from full-length shells and then big old freaking gaping patterns from the little shells. Screw them little shells. I'm shooting full length.
I feel like if I was using a 10 gauge for home defense, I'd be using something like the Ithaca road blocker, the Mag 10 road blocker.
Yeah.
It's what is it? It's a 20-inch semi-auto 10 gauge.
If I was going to be using the 10 gauge for home defense, I would use your long range, whatever that thing is, a 36-inch barrel.
Oh, yeah, the Sportsman's long range 10.
And then I wouldn't even shoot them. They see that thing, they're going to run.
And if they don't run, just smack them in the head with
Exactly. I'm going to tap them on the shoulder with that big old barrel. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Hey, guy, you might want to rethink what you're doing.
I just had an idea.
If my pit ain't eating them.
We'll compare that 23-inch barrel 10 to the 36-inch barrel, exact same shells at like 30 yards.
Heck yeah.
To see if barrel length really does make a difference.
And velocity, yes. Accuracy.
Velocity, yeah. Pattern size, not really.
Right.
But I don't know, guys. This one's been fun.
This has been real fun.
A lot of fun. So, if you want to, check out the stuff in the description below. Patreon, Instagram, Rumble, merch store. That stuff really helps us out. I think Josh has a new shirt getting ready to drop, and
Yep.
it looks pretty cool.
There'll be a new one on Thanksgiving anyways.
Yeah. So, well, this might come out on Thanksgiving, or I mean, before or after. I don't really know, but
the shirt will be out on Thanksgiving though.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll drop the same time as our Thanksgiving video.
Yeah.
So y'all be looking forward to that. And if you have seen it, I hope you liked it.
Yep. Other than that,
Cue outro.
Yep.